Yeah, good evening, Ananda. So once I will check the live session whether it's coming or not. Okay, it's coming. Okay. So good evening, Ananda. Good evening to Rajeshwari Vedachalam Government Arts College. Okay. So this program is organized by PG Department of Computer Science. Okay. So thanks for this program using webinar on Android app development. Thanks for this program. So Rajeshwari Vedaswar Government of Arts and College, and it's conducted by PG Department of Computer Science in association with pantechelearning. Okay, thanks for convener and coordinator, and then patron, that principal Dr. S. Chidambaram Vinayagam, and then convener Dr. A.N. Swaminathan, and then coordinator Dr. K.P. Sanat Kumar. Okay, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you. And then let's move on to enter into the webinar on Android application development. Okay, so about Android application development. So if you want to develop any program, any application with this, any application like Android application, you need to know the language. Okay, so language is nowadays most important one. So you need to develop an Android application means we have two type of language available. Okay, like Kotlin is the one of the newest language only for Android app development. Okay, so if you are well in Kotlin language, it's introduced by Google only for Android app development, and if you are well in that, you can learn. But most that is most traditional one is Java language. Okay, today we are going to see using Java only. Okay, code knowledge of Java language only. Okay, so and then we are using Eclipse IDE. Normally if you want to develop an Android application with a rich look, you need to use Android Studio. Okay, so because Android Studio is one of the software, it will be give some rich look to your Android app application. Okay, but here I am using Java IDE only. Okay, sorry, Eclipse IDE only, because most of the laptop will be not configured that Android Studio, so Eclipse will be configured for most of the running apps. Okay, so for that purpose I am using an Eclipse IDE. Okay, so before we go into this, we will see about some introduction to mobile network, mobile operating system, and Symbian, Android, and Android architecture. Okay, so mobile network means I hope everybody will know. Okay, like GSM, GPRS, Edge, 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and IEEE 802.11. okay, so what is this IEEE 802.11 means? It's nothing but it's a Wi-Fi. They will call as IEEE 802.11. okay, so we have A, B, N, like that. Some versions will be there, but before up to 2018 19, I think so, up to that they will call as an IEEE 802.11 as Wi-Fi, but now they changed into Wi-Fi 5 or Wi-Fi, yeah, something like that. They changed their name. Okay, because IEEE 802.11 means not everyone will know. Someone will be know. So that's why they changed the name to Wi-Fi 4 or Wi-Fi 5, like that. Okay, then infrared, hope everybody have, if you have a Redmi mobile phone, infrared will be the default. Okay, so to control the remote and Bluetooth. So these are the mobile networks. And we come to mobile operating system. We have different type of mobile operating system like Windows. Now it's not there, but you hope everybody will know about that Nokia Lumia, or like that some Windows mobiles. Okay, so Nokia Lumia and like that model mobiles comes under Windows only. But why they changed the mobile into Android, that is Windows mobile into Android, means because of like Nokia also having some Windows OS, right? So why they changed means they can't they can't develop OS for 4G 3G technology. Okay, 4G technology. Okay, they will be still under in 3G 2G only. Okay, so that's why they are introduced into an Android, and they also signed with Google, and then they introduced the Android mobile phones for our users. Okay, so this one you already know, Symbian OS. Okay, so Symbian OS is nothing but it's like an Android only, but it's not Android. It's very hard to touch. Okay, if you want to move from one place to another place, you need to use your finger very rough, and then you need to use some hard touch. Okay, then only it will be moved from one place to another place. Okay, that is called Symbian OS. Symbian OS will be one of the OS. It's developed by under platform of Accenture. Okay, so it's maintaining by Accenture. Okay, Accenture. No. So Bada OS. Oh, it's also, it seems like a Android. Okay, so it's most of the Samsung phone will be like this only. Okay, most of the Samsung phone, like before Android came, you will be, you know about this OS. Okay, that is called Bada OS. Bada OS nothing but it's just an built by C and Java. Okay, it's programmed by C and Java. Then it's an open source only. Okay, so before we go into this session, you need to know about open source and closed source. Okay, because we have OS like Mac OS, sorry, iOS, or Android, or BlackBerry OS, or like this. Some OS will be there. Okay, for only for mobile phone. Okay, when it is open source means we can develop our app, our own. We can develop an app for our mobile phone with our own. Otherwise, we can lot of apps will be available in Google Play Store also. Okay, like some Play Store apps we can download. But if it is a closed resource means we can't develop an app. Okay, for example, today I am going to develop one simple SMS sending app to one source to destination, means that will be developed by me only. Okay, so we have, it's a open source. Okay, Google Android is a open source application. Okay, whoever can programming language, they can develop the application. Okay, but if it is an iOS or BlackBerry means we need some authorized company. Okay, they only will develop the application. Okay, so that is the difference between open source and closed source. Okay, so BlackBerry also one of the closed source, mainly used for business purpose. Okay, so BlackBerry also developed by C++ only. Okay, so it's a closed source one. And then Apple iOS. So Apple iOS is one of them. Why mostly most standard one about Apple iOS is it's a closed resource, and it's very sleek to use. Okay, when we compare to mobile phone, it is very sleek to use the GUI, that is user interface. Okay, so if you compare an Android mobile phones, we have different type of OS will be there, like for Redmi we have MUI, for OnePlus we have an Oxygen OS. For Realme we have a Color OS. Okay, like that they will give some they customize their own, for according to their company, they customize their real Android into according to their own colorful manner, and then give it as an as a mobile phone. Okay, sorry, we will use that one. Okay, like Realme means we will use Color OS. Okay, but the one of the pure Android means what they will call as an Android one. Okay, so one of the pure Android stock Android. Okay, so when the Android mobile phone you need only pure Android means that should be in the stock Android. It should be come from like a Redmi A1, A2, A3. Those models will be there. No? For those models, we have a pure Android. If you want to use any pure Android, you can buy that A series, Redmi A series. So if you buy any other mobile phone means it will be comes under some customized manner only, not a pure Android. Okay. Then Apple OS. Apple OS is produced by C++ and Objective-C. It's a Unix family. Okay. So we comes to Android. Okay, so Android have different type of this is developed by, it's a program using for Android is Java, and then it's a developer of Google. Okay, so one thing you have to know, first Android was introduced for one DSLR cameras, then DSLR first created for only for DSLR cameras, then Google will acquire those Android company, and then sign in with some of the companies like TCL and some companies like Lenovo, some other mobile companies. Okay, mobile companies is there now, they are signed with mobile companies, and Google will be give the OS to each and every those signed companies. Okay, at the signing time that Nokia will be not there. Why? Because Nokia have Windows OS. Okay, Lumia, like that OS is there. Then it's a family of Linux family. Okay, so what is the OS family? What is the Linux means? For example, if you take as, okay, I have one family. Okay, everyone have some families. Okay, so based on that family we develop, we have. Okay, so like same thing only. Okay, each and every Android, that is each and every OS will be need some basic build. Okay, for example, if you take one building, we have basements now, so based upon that basement only that building will be stand. Okay, so based on Linux only Android will be running. That is the difference. Okay, so Android. So if you move on to Android, we have Java 2 mobile edition and Symbian edition. Okay, so Java 2 mobile edition means in normally if you take a Java language, we have three type of editions will be there, like J2ME, J2EE, okay, and J2SE. Okay, so J2SE is nothing but standard edition. You can see the what is that? You can see the slide. Here you can see J2 Enterprises edition, J2 Java 2 standard edition, and Java 2 micro edition. Okay, so these are the editions we can develop the project. Okay, these are the different type of frameworks we can develop. If it is a Java 2 Enterprises edition means we need to develop an web applications like server oriented or clients and server oriented, like that. Okay, if you want to develop Java 2 standard editions, we need to develop Java 2 standard edition is nothing but it's a desktop software. Okay, you need to develop any desktop software, you can use Java 2 standard edition. Okay, then if you move on to micro edition, you have different type of things will be there. Okay, like DTH antennas, you want to, or like calculator, you need to develop some small type of objects of like Java games. Okay, in mobile phones and all we have like 1133 we have now mobile phone. Okay, in that we have different type of snakes and other, so it comes under Java editions. Okay, so micro edition. So next one we have about J2ME platform and configuration and profiles. Okay, so process of mobile app creation. If you want to develop one mobile app, you need to do some steps. Okay, so this comes under, this is called software testing. Okay, so if you want to develop one application or any OS, okay, we need some procedure. Based on that procedure only we need to do that development. Okay, like first we need to do design. Okay, after designing we need to code. After coding we need to compile and then pre-verify. Okay, then package and test and deploy. Okay, deploy, this everybody will know, in name itself they have suggestions. Okay, I don't need to prolong this one. So based on this we need to do some activities. Okay, so for example, if you want to publish one new application, okay, you need to do develop design and develop. After developing you need to test each and every time. You need to test, like you hear that about beta, like iOS 14.3.1 beta version is released, beta version is now released, beta version is today released, like that. Beta, they will use beta means for developers sides they will give some OS updates. Okay, for developer, for only purpose of developers they will give some OS release. They will release the OS. Okay, those developers will be use those OS and then they will check for any errors. Okay, if they have any errors, if they find out any errors in their OS means in the mobile application OS means they will complain to the according to that organization, then organization give some credits to those developers. Okay, so after this thing will be done, then only it will be released for public, as we will use the Android 10 or Android 9, then only it will be released. Okay, so before that they will do some testing, after that only they will deploy it to the public. So this is the process we are moving on to mobile creation. Okay, so if you take one application, they have three things. Okay, that active, pause and destroy. Simply we have to tell about this architecture. Means if you are open any app in your mobile phone, after opening that app, it will, if you open the any app, means that is in active condition. Okay, so if you come out of those app with using home button, then you are enter into the any other like YouTube application or any other application, so that before first you open app will be paused. Okay, that is in paused stage. Okay, so if you want to destroy, means you will use that clear cache memory or clear memory, clear RAM memory, like that options will be there, no? So that is the destroy option, destroy. So this is the life cycle of if apps. Okay, and then next one is Android. About Android I will tell you. Okay, so first Android is developed by Andy Rubin, co-founder of Danger, and then Rich Miner, Nick Series and Chris White. Okay, so these are the four developers, first developer for Android. And then next Google will be acquired the Android company. Okay, at 2005 July Google acquired the Android company, and then it will be some open handset alliance form. Okay, so they will call each and every companies to sign those alignments. So what is the thing is, Google tell we have a OS like Android, it will be used for mobile phones, whoever need you can come and sign with us, we will provide the OS to the all the mobile phones. Like that they open handset alliance formed on 5 November 2007. Then Google companies like Google and HTC and Intel, Motorola, Qualcomm is nothing but the processor. Okay, processor they produced by like Snapdragon is there, Qualcomm, Snapdragon and T-Mobile's Android. So these are the companies first signed for Android OS. Then after that 12 November 2007 only released the preview of Android. Okay, that is Open Handset Alliance released the preview of Android at 12 November 2007. Then at October 18 first Android was released on T-Mobile. The T-Mobile is one of the company. Now also it's giving some now also some mobiles are releasing, but it's not a famous one. So G1 was released. Okay, so first released in here only. So this is the comparison of Android survey of all the apps, all the types of versions. Okay, then why Android was created. Okay, so make a mobile development easy. Okay, so everybody will know about Java language, so mobile development like applications is easy, very easy, and the platform or software development also easy. For example, we are using Android Java, so for Java we can work with Linux also, or we can work with Mac OS also, or we can work with Windows. Okay, so we have different type of platform we can use. Okay, so Android is open source. Whoever know about Java language, they can develop the Android application and they can publish the Android application to the Google Play Store, and community supports and powered by Linux operating system, and then it's an open source. Okay, so reason why Android is still better than iOS. Okay, so why is still better than iOS means, first one is customization. Okay, so if you in iOS I want to use volume up button or down button for some other purpose, like opening cameras or capturing the cameras, like that I want to do something about something in my iOS, I need to do something, means it can't possible. Okay, if it is an app available means we can use, but if an app is not available means we can't use. Okay, but in Android we can do whatever we need. Okay, we can change our mobile whatever we can change. Okay, so that is the main thing, customization. And then widgets. Okay, widget is nothing but in front everybody will know about widgets. Okay, then multitasking means we can jump from one application to another application, then launches. Okay, if you are boring with your Android OS, we can use some launches like Go launcher, or some famous launches will be there. Okay, using those launches we can customize our OS also. Okay, then we can use custom ROMs and Google integration. Google integration means if we buy a new mobile, we have an applications like Google Drive or Google Photos, Google some Google Gmail, like that we have integration, and we can download more app as a free. Okay, when we compare to iOS. Okay, because in iOS if you want to download any songs from iMusic, we need to give some amount. Okay, so like that it's not there in free apps. Okay, and then industries also, most of the persons using Android mobile phones only. And then we have a peer-to-peer inter-device messaging. Okay, so background service, I already told to you. Then okay, so Android features is nothing but about Android what we can do. Okay, so and application of framework like reusing replacement of components, like that. And then we are using an Dalvik virtual machine. Dalvik virtual machine is it's a virtual machine for using for Android, and integrated browsers like open source browsers and like that. Okay, so if you take any Android mobile phone, we have only two processors. Okay, like whether it is a Snapdragon or whether it's a general processor, Snapdragon, or what is that, another one, MediaTek. Okay, so these are the two are special softwares, special processor available for Android. Okay, so when we take an like Samsung mobile, they doing their own process like Exynos. Exynos is one of the processor we can that is produced by Samsung. Okay, if you are taking an like what is that, like Hawaii mobile phone, we have an Kiran processors. Okay, so these are the processor available for Android. And then if your processor is available, we need definitely want some graphical user interface, some graphics card we need. Okay, so for the graphics card they are using some other like Mali 160 or Mali 360, like that is graphics cards also available. Okay, then SQLite structured storage also available. Then media supports. These are all you already know. Android features. Okay, so these are the open set signed by an first by Google. And then this is the life cycle we are using in Android app life cycle. Okay, first it will launch the app, then create the app, then after that it will start the app. Okay, we need to start that. So about on create, on start, we will use in our programming session. Okay, so this one you can see. Okay, then we will move on to architecture of our Android. Okay, so if you are buy on Android phone, this is the major architecture. That is, you are seeing in front we have some applications like home, contacts, phone, browsers. Some applications will be there. Okay, so that is inbuilt application. After that we have an framework, application framework. Okay, so what, for example, if you click on WhatsApp, what they have to do, what are the content they have to take, like contacts or camera, mobile phones, and then they need to use data connectivity, mobile data connectivity, like that. We need to do some managing under it comes under application framework. Then libraries. Okay, libraries nothing but if you want to access some framework, we need supporting library fields. Okay, that is comes under libraries. Okay, like surface manager, media framer, SQLite, SSL, like that. Okay, then Android runtime is we have only core libraries and Dalvik virtual machine. It's nothing but if you turn on your mobile phone, they need to run one virtual machine. Okay, like a Dalvik virtual machine. Like for example, if you are turn on your PC, like desktop PC, it will be comes under some motherboards will be there. Your motherboard name should be started, then only it will be comes to Windows or Linux. Okay, like the Dalvik virtual machine. Then Linux kernel, I already told to you, it's Linux based, it's running based on Linux kernel. Okay, so without Linux we have a more number of drivers in Linux kernel. Okay, based on those drivers we are getting these many applications and frameworks and libraries. Okay, then this and all we already know. Okay, okay, so application building blocks. Okay, so application building block is nothing but application building block is nothing but it's an activity, intent receiver and service and content provider. Okay, so this is the application block. Okay, first what we will do, active and then pass and then content, service and provider. Activities is nothing but UI screen. Okay, so like be faceless, one second. Okay, so okay, sorry for this disturbance, wait a minute. Okay, so we are doing some activities like something, and the intent is nothing but it will be sorry, when you are in WhatsApp you are clicking your friend name. Okay, friend head of the friend name. For example, you are saving some friend.abc. okay, you are touching your friend.abc name, means it will be enter into your messaging site. Okay, what you have to type like that. Okay, so it's from one page to another page, it's moving from one page to another page. We want to do means we have to use intents. Okay, then see here about intents. Okay, if you click on Gmail app, it will be pick the it will be get some composing mail or unread mails, like that. It will be give some data to you. Okay, that is the use of intents. Okay, so intent receiver and intent, like that we have. Okay, so common that respond the broadcast. Okay, for example, if you are setting an alarm. Okay, so after it's if you set the alarm for 6 o'clock, if after 6 o'clock it's want to intimate you. Okay, that is the use of intent receiver. Okay, then service, background service. Like background service, like you can play the music players when you are in switched to any other apps like WhatsApp or Instagram. Okay, so at the time a music player will be not stop. Okay, it will be run at background service, and then it will, we can use any other app. Okay, so like that we can do service. Then content provider is nothing but is providing some deleting or updating, like it's like a database management. Okay, so if you need to do any database management, you can use content provider. Okay, then let me I will tell you about setups. Okay, so this is the setups I need to tell to you. If you want to develop one normal application in as your own, you need to install JDK. Okay, JDK is nothing but Java virtual machine. Okay, you need to run JDK. Then JDK means it's, if you want to run any Java program, you need to install the JDK. Okay, that's why the Java is called as a platform independent, like that. Okay, then Android SDK is nothing but if you are developing you need to develop one application. Okay, that application you need to run. You need to check whether it's performing correctly or not. Okay, so we need some virtual machine. Okay, in that virtual machine we need to develop the Android. We need to install that virtual our app, developed app in that virtual machine, and we need to check means you need to use some SDK. Okay, so here I am using Eclipse IDE 3.4 version, and newer also available. Okay, so if you want to develop a rich look application, you don't use I recommend you to don't use any like Eclipse IDE. You can use Android Studio. So today's session about we are just I will tell you how to develop one simple application. So for this Eclipse is enough. Okay, then Android development tools. Then if you are possible, you can take your mobile phone also and charge USB cable also to run to act as your mobile phone as a virtual machine. Okay, then about emulator is nothing but it's a inbuilt SDK. Using this emulator, what I developed in my coding part, that application will be installed in this emulator only. Then I will show you how it's running. Okay. Okay, then versions of Android. So these are the versions available for Android. And then next one is Android 10. So okay, so now Android 10 is there. I will tell you some of the Android 10 features. Okay, then I will enter into the coding part. Okay, so iconic back button is gone. Okay, so each and every mobile before Android 10 we have back button or home button or recent tabs. Okay, so but here in Android 10 they removed that iconic button. Now it's come to the gestures. Okay, using gestures. Gesture is nothing but swiping up and down or left and right. You can manage your home button or recent button or anything. Okay, so that is iconic back button is gone. Okay, then you can use dark mode. Why dark mode? Before that also we have dark mode, but it's not applicable for all the application and all the inbuilt settings software in your phone. Okay, but now it's fully under as a dark mode. Okay, so if you I really like to use dark mode only. Okay, because it's sometimes it's if it is an AMOLED display, it reduces the battery. Okay, when we compare to any other IPS LCD display or LCD display, if you use AMOLED display means with dark mode means it will be reduce your battery capacity. Okay, so battery usage. Okay, and then new thing options. Okay, like themes will be changed, like Wi-Fi symbol or Bluetooth symbol. Okay, so now the Bluetooth version is 5.0. If you want to buy any Bluetooth headsets like that related means you can use you can check for Bluetooth 5.0. Okay, so then hotspot like that, some icons also changed. Okay, then live caption transcripts media locally in a real time. Okay, that is what is the main thing means. If I tell any, for example, I am taking a webinar here. Okay, so what I am telling in as my language, it will be converted into the subtitles. Okay, real time. Okay, so it's real time is converted into the subtitles, then it will be give the as a subtitle for my video. Okay, so this is live caption transcribes media locally in real time. Okay, then big changes of permissions. Okay, so one of the main disadvantages in Android is permissions. Okay, so because permission is important nowadays. Okay, for example, if you take an what is that Truecaller. Okay, so Truecaller is one of the app. We need to check whether what is the name of the person. Okay, we need to check what is the name of the person. Okay, but without any information. Okay, they will take all the details of your contact to their server, that is to the Truecaller server. Okay, so because of that only they will give the names of your unknown number. Okay, so one of the main drawback is permissions only. So now they improved the permissions. Okay, because it's important. If you are open any Snapchat application also, it's always opening camera. Okay, so we don't need camera access. Okay, so that's why if you want to use anything, you can at the time you can access the permission. If you don't use anything means you can turn off your permissions like Facebook. Okay, so I recommend you to instead of using Facebook in Facebook and all, you can use Facebook Lite, because it will be drain the more battery. Okay, when we compare to normal Facebook and Facebook Lite. Okay, so if you are in Facebook, if you are using Facebook means you can uninstall it and use Facebook Lite. Okay, and also we have some other Lite applications also, like after WhatsApp Lite is not available, like that it will be there. Okay, once you search it for Lite application and you can install the Lite version. Okay, then and improved for sharing option. Okay, so this is the main thing. If you want to share anything means we can share for anywhere. Okay, they input the main. Then better support for foldable phones. Okay, so next, now till now we are not getting as a budget mobile phone. We are not getting for budget mobile phone folding and all, but I hope next year this time for budget segment itself, our mobile phones will be in folding options will be came. Okay, so first introduced by Hawaii, so Matex. Okay, and then fast charging. Okay, so overall using fast charging, you have to know the life cycle of charging batteries will be reduced if you are using more time of fast charging charger. Okay, so if you are free, if you are if you don't need any mobile phones in night time, or you are free means you can use 5-volt charger. I recommend you to use 5-volt charger every time. If it is an urgent time only, you can use fast charging, because within few days the capacity of batteries will be reduced. Okay, so fast charging support. Okay, so up to this, I hope everybody will know about get a clarity about Android. Then I will be enter into the session like how we can create an SMS app. Okay, so I'm using here Android ADT bundle, Android developer tools. In this I am using I am creating one workspace, that is one folder in D drive. Then click OK button. After that, clicking an OK button, I am getting a screen like this. Okay, I am getting a screen like this. So here you can see I have a lot of application developed. Okay, so I will show you simple how to how to create one application. Okay, simple application. So I am giving file, new, and then here you want to choose Android application project. Okay, so after I am clicking Android application project, here you can see it's asking name. Here, what is the name of your application name? For example, if you install your application, those names will be comes in front of the application. Okay, so here you can see I am creating a application name webinar. Okay, so this is my application name. So you can see here I am using capital letter. Okay, so if you are using small letter, it won't work. Okay, it will give warning symbol. So you have to use first you have to use webinar and W as a capital, that is first letter as a capital. Then click next button. Okay, so here it's asking some creating shortcut launcher and all. You can move on to next option. This is don't in. So here you can see it's asking some iconic images. Okay, icon images of your application. For example, I want to choose some images, means here you can, I am browsing the images. You can go to pictures. In this pictures, I need to choose some images of my application. So I'm choosing this one. Okay, this one is looking good. Okay, it's like a miscellaneous images. Okay, you can choose the images. Okay, so if you choose the images, it will be take some time to load. After it's loading, you will be get an, see here, so you will be get an output. So here we can adjust the iconic image, like square shape or rectangle shape or center, or like that. You can see, you can padding the image. Okay, so it takes some time because it's need some circle shape I'm changing. Okay, so after this you can enter into the next one. Okay, so here it's changing, see here. Okay, center, I am using crop option, so you can see here. So this is my icon. Okay, so I am selected from my local disk only, so I created one icon. After that I move on to next button, clicking a next button. Then it asking what type of activity you need to use. Okay, I already told you about activity. Okay, so if you are open any WhatsApp, you will be get some image. Okay, so that is the one type of activity, like selecting and contacts in your WhatsApp thing. Okay, if you are moved to Facebook, means we have new feeds. Okay, that is one type of activity. Okay, which activity you need to choose. Okay, so here you can see I'm just showing you different type of activities, but I am using here blank activity because I need to design my page. Okay, so I am using blank activity, then clicking next. Okay, so always first activity should be an automatically they will name it as a main activity, so don't need to change. Okay, so if you need to change means you can change, but it will little bit confused, then I will leave it as a main activity. Okay, after main activity I will move on to finish option. Okay, so if I do finish, okay, so here I am getting the two files, that is activity main.xml file. In this XML file I will change this Android version into 19, that is API 19. So I am getting an hello world. Okay, so see here I am getting an hello world. So I am creating a webinar application and then I am giving some icons. So according to those icons I am getting an picture. This is called XML file. Okay, so if you take a normal wait a minute, I will show you. Okay, so if you take a normal one, I'm using paint here. Okay, so here if you take an one normal application, we have an sorry for this, we have an XML file. Okay, we have an XML file, .xml file, and we have an Java file. Okay, we have an Java file. Okay, so what is the use of XML file means? We need to design our page. Okay, design our activity. Like if you want to create a login page, we need to username and username password, and then we need to do some button. Okay, if you click that button, if username and password will be equal, then the button will be move on to next page. Otherwise, like that we need to design our GUI. Okay, so for that purpose we are using XML. Okay, then I am having an Java file. Okay, Java file is nothing but we need to connect these XML file to Java file. Okay, so between this connection I need some mediator. Okay, I need some mediator, then only I need to connect that animation, that is GUI part, into my coding part. Okay, so we need some mediator. That mediator is nothing but it's called as a r.java. Okay, this is the one of the mediator. This is called as a r.java. So r.java, they are called as a r.java. Okay, so r.java, here you can see, and then so XML file and Java file. Okay, okay, you are getting blank screen, I am getting a comment. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, it's now everything is okay, so now it's visible. Okay, so here you can see so we have a XML file. XML file is nothing but extreme markup language. If you want to design your activities, we need to use this XML file, and we are using here Java file. If you want to design if you want to do for coding, for example, here I am creating a login page. For login page, what is the condition means? If it is a password is satisfied, we need to enter into the new page. If password is not satisfied, we need to stay in those pages. Okay, so for that purpose I need to write the code, means here in Java file I need to write the code. But note one thing, here I am having an r.java. Okay, so r.java is nothing but if you give some buttons, and if you giving some plain text edit text under. Okay, this is called edit text and this is called button. Okay, so if you animate this GUI part, means automatically for this GUI part it will be generate one unique code. Okay, unique code means for this entering part they will create one unique code, and then it will be create one unique code, and then it will be create from unique code in r.java. Okay, so using this unique code we need to call in coding file. Okay, so after I am calling this coding file, I will be get an output. Okay, so I will get an output for those thing. Okay, so this is what I have to tell to you about this architecture of our Android application creation. Okay, so so if I open software, it's getting blank screen. Okay, so I will open some other PPTs to you. I want to show the PPTs, downloads, Android PPTs. Okay, so in PPT I have some pictures. So like this only. Okay, so this is my screenshot of my Android software. Okay, so if you want to create a software, you can use new, then after new Android application project. After Android application project, you need to give the name of your project. Okay, that application name. The application name should be in the capital letter. Okay, hello world and project name, like that capital letter you need. And then after creating an application, see here I am getting an hello world one screen. Okay, this screen is called as an XML file. Okay, so near to the XML file, I am having an Java file also. Okay, so if you want to check the XML, if you want to open the XML file in hello world folder, you need to go to res folder, and then in res folder we have an activity.xml. okay, so using this XML file we can we can open our XML file. Okay, so Android manifest. Okay, so this is the most important XML file in our project, Android application development project. Why means, if you for example you are creating an one, I will show you, wait a minute. So now I am creating a new okay. So I am creating one new pane. Okay, so in this I am developing one application for SMS. Okay, I am developing an application for SMS. Okay, SMS sending. Okay, so for SMS sending we need to use my SIM card. Okay, my SIM card, you need to use the SIM card of your Geo SIM, or because I want to send the SMS to one person. Okay, so we need to access the SIM card. Okay, to access the SIM card I need that XML file, that is Android manifest XML file. Android manifest XML file. Okay, using Android manifest XML file I will be this using this Android manifest XML file. I will give the permissions. Okay, I will give the permission. For example, I need to send a broadcast message to one user. Okay, so for that purpose I need to give some permission. For example, you need to use the file store, local file storage, means you need to access the permission from your mobile phone. Okay, so those permission settings will be you can get from Android manifest.xml. Okay, so that is the use of Android manifest XML. Then main activity.java. About main activity.java, you already I told to you, because if you design any pages, we need to call those pages to some conditions. Okay, then only it will be working properly. Okay, those conditions will be applied in main activity.java. Okay, so if you want to run the project, you can run using a file. And then you can run the project like this. Okay, then see here, this is my virtual machine. Okay, that is virtual machine is nothing but I already told you I have a SDK tool. In the SDK tool only I will install my application. So I am creating one application like this. Hello world. So using those hello world I will run the thing hello world dot from Zeal Patel. Okay, so this is my output. Okay, so about this we will get the output, okay, using virtual machine. Okay, so see here in virtual machine I am having an hello world option. Okay, in virtual machine I am having an hello world option. Using those hello world option I will be get an output. Okay, so next one is introduction to layout and widgets. Okay, so in layouts we can have a different type of absolute layout and linear layout, relative layout, table layout and frame layout. Okay, so absolute layout is nothing but it's a arrangement of horizontal or vertical. If you are converting your screen into an horizontal or vertical, you can use absolute layer. Okay, so that's why horizontal arrangement or vertical arrangement. Okay, then relative layers. Relative layout is nothing but we need to use some buttons. Okay, position of the components. For example, if you are using one button, okay, that button if you convert that button will be applicable for only for vertical position only. Okay, if you change the horizontal position means it will be not correctly suitable. Okay, so we need to do some edits for that layout only. For that using only we are using relative layout. Then absolute layout is nothing but we need to use some absolute layers like this. Okay, so after this we are using frame layout is nothing but you need to add some images or we need to add some frames to this means you can use like this frame layout. Okay, so these are the layout we can use in the table layouts. Okay, so these are the layers available in the, and we have more number of widgets like plain text, large text, medium text, small text. Okay, so if you want a button means you can drag the button from left corner to the my designing part, that is my XML part. Okay, so like this we can designing using more number of widgets. Okay, so this is the most these are the some of the widgets we are using this one. So up to this hope everybody will understand about how it's working. If you develop one, create one Android application, what is the use of XML file and what is the use of Java file and what is the use of R.Java. Okay, so this is the one of the main thing we are just giving an introduction to these Android projects. Okay, so about even more content about how to create a project and how to deploy the project in your mobile phone, and in next video I will tell to you, okay, as a tutorial how to develop a simple project and how to deploy in your mobile phones and all. Okay, so up to this I hope everyone will understood. Okay, so if you have any doubt you can ask in the comment box. I will be reply you any doubt. If you have any doubt you can if you have any doubt you can ask in comment box. I will for 5 minutes I will be give the reply to you. And about your feedback form, it's available in your what is that comment box. You can please check it and fill the feedback form for your certificate. And then if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. Okay, you will be getting notification because each and every day we are giving two videos in different type of domains. Okay, I can enable emulator in Android Studio. Okay, so Android Studio means definitely you need some what is that internet connection. If you before you are running we need fast internet connection because it will be download some packages in online itself. Okay, And then difference between Python and Android language. Okay, so nothing but a difference between Python and Android language. And for Android we are not using any special language, we are using only two languages. One is Kotlin, another one is I don't know how to pronounce that, Kotlin. It's introduced by Google. And then another one is Java languages only. Okay, so if you are familiar with Java, you can develop using Java language. If you are new to learn Android application development, you can choose Google developed Kotlin language, because it's a most what is that, it's a most trended one to develop nowadays. Google will be preferred for Kotlin languages only. Okay. Okay, so then any other informative session? Okay, will Android program damage mobile? No, nothing will damage, because nothing will damage your mobile phone. You can go with your thing. Why Android Studio is better than Eclipse? No, actually, if you want to run Android Studio software, we need more number of configuration. Okay, that is, your laptop should be above 4 GB RAM. Okay, and you need some GPU and all. We need some high-end device. Okay, it should be run from high-end device. Okay, but nowadays till now we are using some limited number of configuration software configuration only in our laptop. So you can use Eclipse for, if your laptop with more configuration means, you can use those thing, otherwise you can use this one. Okay, how to see the output in mobile? Yeah, how to see the output in mobile means, if you create one new Android application, if you run the Android application, automatically it generates the APK file. Those APK file will be created in your local disk. Okay, that is, local disk is mean in your E drive or D drive. You can copy that APK file to your mobile phone through USB cable or through share it. Okay, you can share your APK file and through your mobile phone, and then you can install normally. Okay, then how can we increase the production for? Yeah, that is the permission is the important thing to increase the production. Which editor is the best for what? The which editor means, what editor you are asking? I don't know. Which is the easiest software to Android app development? Yeah, Eclipse is the most easiest. If you are new to Android app development, you can better use Eclipse. Okay, Eclipse is the installation procedure also easy, and then development procedure also easy when compared to any other thing. Okay, morning section blockchain feedback link is about blockchain. Yeah, today morning we taken a blockchain. Okay, if you know what is blockchain, you can go to our channel list and you can check the videos. Okay, so morning only we uploaded live webinar about blockchain, that taken by me only. Okay, it's useful only because within 2013 we will enter into the blockchain technology. Okay, because it's a more secure and decentralized one. You can refer those videos also. Okay, if you are free means. Developing application is constant. From my point of view, there is no complex, or there is no what is that, there is no hard one and all. Okay, so if you are based on experience only. Okay, so if you need to try more times. Okay, then only you will be familiar with those programming language, and you will be get an exact errors, and you will be come to know exact what is the errors you are getting and all. Okay, it is possible to make Android app development. No. Python is different, and app development is different. Okay, so about this session, I hope everybody will enjoy. Okay, better next session I will be give the one demo. Okay, demo of how to create an application to you all. Okay, then definitely you will be understand how to develop on application from your phone. Okay, so if you are like this video, please click the like button. If you are new to this channel, you can please subscribe the channel and hit a bell icon. You will be get a notification each and every time. Each and every day we are posting a different type of videos, both trending domains only, both morning and evening. Okay, if you want to learn even more, get a knowledge means you can subscribe the channel. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, I already posted a blockchain, about blockchain. If you are free, you can see the video about blockchain. You need to know, because each and next the next few years we will come under blockchain technology only. Okay, so you can see if you are free. Then I need to tell you some other event is going on in our Pantech e-learning. Okay, so if you are willing to join this, you can join the Pantech. We are conducting an Institute of Electronic and Telecommunication Engineering. That is group with IETE by Pantech e-learning. We are providing some internships like deep learning, AI, machine learning, and electric vehicle, Android application, and Internet of Things and all. Okay, if you want 1 month, that is 2 days, 2 hours per day, you can register. I will show you some contact numbers. You can call the contact numbers and you can register for those thing. Okay, that is cost is 4,200. If you want a 5 days internship, you can register for 300 or 350. 5 days only, easily 2 hours. Okay, if you want means you can call to those numbers. At last I will tell you what are the numbers. And then thank you by Kamalesh. Yes, if you have any doubt about this webinar, you can contact me in mail id hod.java@pantechmail.com. And if you need even more upcoming events details and further information, you can contact WhatsApp number 7010888841. This is the WhatsApp number for upcoming events and further information. Otherwise, if you are in Telegram, you can join with us. Okay, each and every day we will post the timings of webinar session, Pantech e-learning. And then if you want to know about if you want to register in internship or like this webinar you need to conduct for your college, you can contact those numbers, Mr. Senthil Kumar, Mr. Srinivasan, and Mr. Kumarasamy. So these are the numbers. You can contact any person and ask for webinar session or internship. Okay, they will provide you, they will help you. Okay, so thank you to one and all. Thank you to the college of, wait a minute, I will forget the college. Okay, so thank you to those Rajeshwari Vedachalam Government Arts College. This program is organized by PG Department of Computer Science. So I need to give special thanks about this live webinar session. Thank you to those persons like coordinator and convener. Thank you. It's signing off from Kamlesh. We will see in next good video. Okay, thank you to all.